Hello friends, welcome to Developers Tube channel. My name is Ismail Saudagar and in today's video we will discuss about lambda expression or arrow functions in C#.NET. So let's go to our topic. Arrow functions are the function without any name. The term arrow function is used in JavaScript. In C# for creating method without name, we use lambda expressions. Equal to greater than is the lambda operator. Lambda expressions are used for creating shorthand method. These are useful for writing concise code. Shorthand method means the method which contains less number of coding lines or code lines. The variable before equal to greater than, that is lambda operator, is the input parameter. Lambda operator is used for separating input parameters from the expression or body of the method. So it says that if I write equal, suppose if I write x equal to greater than x into x semicolon, then in that case, x will be, which I am writing before this operator, is the input parameter, and the expression on the right hand side of this operator will be the body or expression of the method. Suppose I am writing x into x, then it will return the multiplication of x, and that will be stored into the input, that is x, input parameter x. Lambda expressions are generally used in linq and delegates. In delegates, for passing a method as parameter, these lambda expressions are used. If you are not familiar with delegates and linq, so you can go to my earlier videos and you can watch the linq concept and the delegates. I have explained in a very simple way, and also I have given the coding examples using Visual Studio and C# programming language. There are two types of, means, anonymous method or lambda expressions. Expression lambda, that has an expression as its body. Expression means the code line which we write in one line, means it is a short line of code and it is at the right side of the lambda operator. Here you can see this will be the input parameters, then lambda operator, then expression. Statements lambda. Statement lambda, that has a statement block as its body, means it will have more than one line of code, and we will use curly braces. Here you can see that here my first value will be input parameter before the lambda operator, and its right side we can have the coding lines, that is sequence of coding statements. So this is called statement lambda. Benefits of lambda expressions or inline methods or anonymous method. Conciseness. Conciseness means writing the short code. Lambda expression can significantly reduce the amount of code needed to define simple functions, making code easier to read and write. Readability. In some cases, using lambda expression can make code more readable. If suppose my code is very complex, my method definition is very complex, then I will not be able to read the code properly and cannot understand the logic. If I use lambda expression, then in that case, readability increases, especially when dealing with linq queries or event handling. Flexibility. Lambda expression can be used as arguments to methods, assigned to delegates, and used in various other contexts where functions are required. So by using lambda expression, we can pass the method as a parameter, and we assign this lambda expression to the delegate, and that delegate will be passed to any calling method which requires method as a parameter. If a lambda expression doesn't return a value, it can be converted to one of the action delegate types. Otherwise, it can be converted to one of the func delegate types. So this concept is related to the delegates, and you can watch my video and can understand. But for your understanding, I will explain you that action delegate is a delegate which holds the reference of the method that does not return any value. And func delegate is a delegate which holds the reference of the method which takes the input parameter and also returns a value. For example, a lambda expression that has two parameters and return no value can be converted to an action t1, t2 delegate. Here T1 and T2 are the input parameters. A lambda expression that has one parameter and returns a value can be converted to a func, and here in braces you can see t comma t result. So t is the input parameter and t result is the return value. To create lambda expression, you specify input parameters on the left side of lambda operator and expression or a statement block on the other side, as we have already discussed this point. Any lambda expression can be converted to a delegate type. The type of its parameter and return value define the delegate type to which a lambda expression can be converted. You enclose input parameters of lambda expression in parentheses. You specify zero input parameter with empty parentheses. So here you can see this is the action delegate, means this line is of type action delegate, and here I'm writing equal to, and this method means anonymous method doesn't have any input parameters, so I have written parenthesis that does not have any value. It is empty parenthesis. Then this is the lambda operator, and this is the body of the method. It is writing blank console.writeLine, so it will write blank on the console window. So here parentheses are empty because it doesn't take any parameter. If a lambda expression has only one input parameter, parentheses are optional. So if I'm having only one parameter, then there is no need of writing this parenthesis. Func double comma double cube equal to x such that x into x into x. Here you can see that I have created a function delegate, and this is the cube. Cube is of type func delegate, and here this is the anonymous function. It takes input parameter x, and that then it multiplies this x 3 times and returns the value that is the cube of this x value into x. Now we'll see the code example in Visual Studio. So I will go to my Visual Studio. See that I have created lambda expressions as the project, and it contains a program.cs file. In this program.cs file, I have created some example by which I will explain you what is lambda expression, how to use lambda expression with the example. So here you can see that I have created one names, and it is a list of string. So these are comma separated list of names. And next one I have created numbers. It is a list of integer value, and I am having in that 1 to 12 numbers. So here you can see that I am using the lambda expression here. So it is taking x as an input here, and it is adding x plus x and preserving this result into x, and then this is assigned to addition. Means this method is added into the addition variable, which is of type func delegate, and I can call here addition 10. Means I am giving 10 input parameter to this addition, this method, and it will return me 20. Now next one is in the link. Here you can see that I am writing where names equal to names.where. This is the extension method of the name, and I am applying this extension method on the list of names here, that is which we have created here. So this is the extension method, and here I am using linq, and in the linq I am using the lambda expression. You can see that x such that x dot contains I, and after that I am doing dot to list. So this one is our lambda expression. Here it is taking name as input, and then after that it is applying the logic here x dot contains. This contains method will check any name present in the names list which is having I alphabet in that, and it will return that particular name. So this name I am adding into the list and then returning back to names. So this names list newly created will contain the names which is having I alphabet inside it. So this is the use of lambda expression here. Means inline method I have written. Now I am reading these names and printing these names on the screen by using the for each loop. Next one is, you can see that the same thing I have applied on the numbers here with the linq numbers.where. This is the linq method, and I am using here lambda expression or the anonymous method, and it is taking one value as an input, then it is doing modulo x modulo 2, and it is checking the output of that modulo, that is equal to 0 or not. So if it is 0, then it will return that number, integer number, and that will be added into the even number. So it will do for all the numbers. and after that I'm printing that even numbers on the screen. Similarly, for odd numbers I'm writing here the lambda expression in the linq, and I'm checking that the modulo should not be equal to 0. If it's not, then it is an odd number and it is assigned into the odd number. So it becomes a list of integer and it contains only odd numbers, and then I'm here printing the odd numbers by using the for each loop. Now we have seen that if a lambda expression does not take any value, so we can write here empty parenthesis, means the parenthesis is empty here. So it doesn't have any, it doesn't take any type of variable or input parameter, and only the body, it has the body and it is printing I am a from action. I am from action means this, it is the action I have used here, the same thing for understanding. So this method will print on the screen this line I am from action. You can see that this print action doesn't take any input parameter, it only prints. So parenthesis does not have any parameter. And I have used the action delegate. This print action is of type action delegate. So this is holding this method that doesn't return any value and doesn't take any parameter. Next one is also this print action without parenthesis. I have written here, but this is not correct statement here, so let it be now. The next one is, you can see that I have created one print variable of type func, and it takes boolean as a parameter and also it returns the boolean result. And this method here, you can see that I have used here lambda expression, and you can see that in the parenthesis I am having one input parameter status, and after that here I have written the logic of the method. So this logic is more than one line, so you can see that I have written the curly braces, and in this curly braces I am having the logic here. I have used a common logic or some code lines I have written for the understanding purpose. So I am putting 2 equal to 2 here and comparing, and here I am writing, and if not, and returning here true value, because this holds the method that returns a boolean value here. And also if condition is not satisfied, in that case I am returning false, that is also a boolean value. So this is the method. Now I will run this and we'll see. So this is the whole procedure. Now I will run this and we'll see the output on the screen. So it is running currently. I need to share it again. I will share the screen first, it should run. I have to write console.readline because it is coming out of the method directly, abruptly, and we are not able to read the line. So I will write the console.readline. The screen will be there till we doesn't, until the time we doesn't enter any key, enter value or any key from the keyboard. So I will write it again, run it again, sorry. Now I need to share it once again. So you can see that it is printing smile Ravi because it contains the I in that. As already I have discussed with you, this was the first example. Smile also contain I and Ravi also contains I, and here I have not given space. So it is printing directly, it is attached to here. After that, I have written even numbers, which is console.writeline even numbers here printed, and you can see that it is printing 2, 4, 6, 8. After that 10, 12, and after that odd numbers. So these are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. So this was about the lambda expression, which we call arrow functions in JavaScript, but arrow function terminology is not used in C#. So now we'll go to our next slide, and this is the, sorry. So this is the summary slide, and today we have discussed lambda expression introduction in this video. After that, we have gone through benefits of lambda expression. Then we saw code example in Visual Studio. Our next topic will be very much important topic, so that I have not yet decided, but it will increase your knowledge. So be connected. And I want to tell you something about my C# course, which I have already created. This is a very simple way I have created the course, and it is present on the Teachable. Teachable is a site for learners, so you can go and you can watch my C# for beginners course, and you can buy the course. And I have given the link of the course in my description of this video. After that, I have put the playlist link in the description, and you can go to the playlist link and can watch other C# related videos. I'm sure it will enhance your knowledge. Thanks for watching, and I want to say that please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.